set facilities of ramps, wheelchair, all these have been provided, and we'll take care that we have collaboration with NGO partners so that those who need to be picked and dropped are assisted. This pick and drop has been meticulously planned in collaboration with Delhi Integrated Multimodal Transit System, and an IT-based system for request handling and vehicle checking is being developed. Each vehicle will have an officer duly attached, trained to handle the job. Pick and drop facility will be provided for all PWDs and senior citizen voters. Requests for availing the facility can be placed through BLO or helpline 1950 or CEO website. About 1,400 vehicles will be pressed into service, depending on how many don't opt for postal ballot facility. The inability of persons with disability, senior citizens, and people engaged in discharge of essential services like railways, state transport, fire department, and many other services, which is a constant process of being revised. By the way, I'm sure you're already aware that on the recommendations of ECI, the Union Government has amended Election Rules 1961 on 22nd October 2019, benefiting all these categories. A new concept of absentee voters has been introduced in the electoral process, which is a welcome change and enables those voters to participate in the electoral process who are not able to come to the polling stations. Details because of their specific physical circumstances or unavoidable reasons. The PWDs and senior citizens above 80 years can now either vote in person on the polling day or through postal ballot. To avail the facility of postal ballot, they have to apply in a new form, 12D, which shall reach the returning officer within 5 days following the date of notification of elections. After the receipt of such application, the elector will be issued a postal ballot paper, which shall be deposited in specified centers after recording a vote. In Jharkhand, a pilot was conducted in 7 ACs and implemented the facilitated ballot to 133 PWDs and 680 electors of above 80 years of age. All arrangements have been made for enforcement of MCC from the date of announcement. Screening committee under the Chief Secretary exists. The 24, 48, 72 hours enforcement following the announcement and preceding the poll has been planned. The urban local bodies have been sensitized. Of course, the moment we are sitting here and the MCC has already kind of now got into force, it will be a shock, surprise, or at least not a source of happiness to most of the people, which we don't mind. Master trainers have been trained. Hands-on training is scheduled. It was scheduled today itself. BLO training has been planned. On-site help desk arrangements have been planned. Workshops for political parties and sweep activities on the use of QR code, etc. shall be organized. Locker facilities will be provided at the polling stations for mobile phones. Catalogue of common errors was prepared. Number of EVMs is sufficient. VVPATs, EVMs sufficient. FLC has already been done. Strong rooms and counting centers have been finalized. Under Section 20B of the Representation of Peoples Act 1951 and plenary powers available under 324, Article 324 of the Constitution of India, the Election Commission appoints senior government officers, civil servants as observers. After the election is announced, the ECI will similarly appoint general observers, police observers, and expenditure observers in Delhi also. Their contact numbers will be made available to the public. In the last couple of elections in the state, we also had to appoint in some states, special police observers and special expenditure observers. Because of the issues of left-wing affected states, the local politicking incidents, we appointed similar observers in West Bengal, in Tripura, recently in Maharashtra, in Haryana, and now in Jharkhand. Delhi already has a kind of preponderance of all these personnel. I also spoke to Chairman CBDT, and they felt that they have a heavy presence here, so they would probably not be requiring special expenditure observers. In any case, it is for the Commission to take a call as the time goes. The Model Code of Conduct shall be applicable for Delhi with immediate effect. It will be the responsibility of the CEO and all his colleagues to make sure that the same is rigorously implemented. Great emphasis has been laid upon effective monitoring and vigilance to detect the cases of MCC violation. Commission has directed effective use of IT applications to attend to complaints promptly. Suvidha, CVGIL apps have time stamping facility to ensure transparency. The illicit use of money, muscle power, alcohol and drugs shall be dealt with strictly as per law. Comprehensive arrangements for GPS enabled squads, static surveillance teams and checking at border posts will be done. Commission will also make a point to have another comprehensive day-long meeting with various stakeholders